is up, my dudes? Welcome to another edition of, well, I'd say the Guns of Rotan, but unfortunately we're not in Rotan anymore because we're no longer on that property. So we're in a new spot now. I'm coming at you now from Oklahoma, and I've got another Guns of Rotan video. But just for the sake of keeping up appearances and keeping the video series accurate, we're going to call this one the Guns of Rotan Oklahoma edition. And today we're revisiting a weapon. How about that? So let me show you something. I know y'all remember this guy. Yep, if you don't, let me get you reacquainted. This is the Rossi Overland reproduction 12 gauge coach shotgun. And for loyal viewers and people who have watched me for the last 12 years and have seen me, y'all know that I've done a video on this one once already. In fact, it might look something like this. Today, we're going to shoot a couple of weapons. This is the first one we're shooting. This is the Rossi Overland. It's a double-barreled 12-gauge shotgun. It's a reproduction of an Old West coach shotgun. The external hammers here don't actually act as the firing pins. The firing pins are internal. These are more for looks. And I'm going to shoot it twice. Without further ado, here we go. Okay. That's the Rossi Overland, and this is the first time I've actually had a butt pad on this thing, and let me tell you, it makes a huge difference. But stay tuned for more weaponry here in Rotan, Texas. Boy, was I young and not very knowledgeable. Well, that was quite a few years ago, and I've gotten a lot more knowledgeable and a lot smarter since then. So to reiterate something from that video, the hammers do actually hit. I was young, dumb, thought I knew everything, and I thought, oh, they don't actually hit the head. They actually hit. No, those hammers actually do hit, and it actually does cause it to fire. There's no internal hammers. There are no for looks. That hammer is actually hitting, as you can see. So, guns unloaded, don't worry. So, this is going to be a reintroduction of the Rossi Overland. I'm actually going to do two things. The second part of this video, you guys are going to get a kick out of, so let's take a look. Grab some shells here. So as always, breech opens, drop your shells in, drop your shells in, close it up, and then go to it. Don't crop it later. So now that we're in a good spot, hammer back, one trigger at a time, poor paper. Kicks just like it did with the original one. In the same video, still kicks a lot and kicks pretty hard. So now I'm going to show you a little trick. And I got this from another YouTube video. I honestly, off the top of my head at this time, cannot remember the name of this video, but I'll post it in the description of this video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I learned a neat little trick. So this particular gun has dual hammers, okay? Now, what that means is you can actually pop off both hammers. But the problem is you can't just stick two fingers in here and, do it, because what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to pull them simultaneously, because you're going to pull the first one and it's going to go off, and you're going to hit the second one afterwards, and you're going to knock the skin off your knuckle. So the trick is take an empty hull, stick it in front of the trigger, okay? And get it in there just right. And what's going to happen is you're going to pull the hammers back, but you're only going to pull the first one, because what's going to happen is that hole's going to come back when you pull on it, and it's going to set off that second trigger and fire both barrels. So one thing I am going to do with this though is I am not going to do this shoulder fire, because I'm going to lie, it probably hurts. I don't have a very strong shoulder, so we're just going to hip fire it. Just for the sake of, I've never done this shit before, and it's for YouTube, and it's for the views. So, we've got our shells in. As you can see, shells are loaded, breech closed. We've got our empty empty shell front of the first trigger. Hammers are back. Weapon is hot. Let's see how well this works out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. See, I shot that at the hip, okay? And even if shooting it at the hip, I could feel the movement, and yeah, it's got some power to it. Oh my goodness. Set those right here. All right, and take the other shell out. All right, guys, there you have it. Revisiting the Rossi Overland. I'm glad y'all enjoyed this. Remember, like, subscribe, continue watching. I'll have more Guns of Rotan videos coming out soon. So just stay tuned and we'll see you later. Deuces.